Just preparing, setting up. Just you got it. Yep, we're good. Okay. All right. Welcome everyone to the Wiffle Wars 8 preliminary round draw. This is our first Wiffle Wars in New Jersey. Big thanks to Skip for hosting both this Jersey tournament and then Wiffle Bash in early August. I know running in South Jersey makes it a lot easier of a trip for a lot of people. So if you're one of those people, please thanks Skip for and I guess Shirey too for giving me equipment, but Skip for hosting this. And if it's a longer drive for you, then too bad, I guess. This is a 10-team tournament. So we're going to do the usual MAW format where each team will play three prelim games. There'll be a matrix draw. We'll show the matrix in a second. Every team that goes 2-1 or 3-0 will make it to the elimination round. So same deal as normal. Before we get to the draw, just one sort of team change. We had previously announced Great Lakes Legion. Unfortunately, they have some personal issues going throughout the team where they're going to be unable to make it. They'll be back at the end of June. So they're out for this one. We never officially announced the Dragons, but the Dragons were in. So we ended up at 10 teams regardless. But if you're looking at the Instagram post, Dragons are in for Great Lakes Legion. All right, so let me share my screen real quick to show the draw before we turn it over to Tim to roll the wheel. Um, so I guess the other thing is we'll announce start times. We need to check in with our host and keep an eye on the weather and see when it makes sense to start. So we'll announce that in the captain's email or the captain's text that you'll get from Tim sometime, likely tomorrow. But there's the matchups. Like usual, we'll just go 1 through 10, list everybody here. Opponents will fill out. You can see what the opponents should be here, and then we'll go through what the matchups are after we draw everyone. All right, so Tim, if you want to share the wheel now. All right, so again, 10 teams, Wiffle Wars 8, first Wiffle Wars in Jersey. Spin the wheel whenever you're ready, Tim. All right, the first team is the Juggernauts. This will look a lot more like a normal Juggernauts team. It's supposed to be Ben Stan, Chase Oliver, and the McGow-Raffs. The McGow-Raffs making their first appearance of the 2025 MAW season. They will be taking on Dinos in their first game. Dinos off to a good start, sitting pretty high in the standings, point standings. Horsemen are team number 3. They will face in their first game Earl. Top 8 finish at opening day in a missed Steel City Showdown. So Earl looking to get back into that top 3 or 4 that they're accustomed to being in. Team number 5, Way Too Beautiful, our host team. They will play the process, also pretty local out of Philadelphia, making their second appearance in MAW altogether and in 2025. They'll be playing with Inc. With Inc. also making their first MAW tournament in 2025. They'll take on New School Risers. Risers coming off a great tournament in Pittsburgh, finished second for the first time since 2019. That means Dragons are team number 9. And the Long Balls will round us off as the 10th team. All right, so let me reshare my screen here. All right, so run through these matchups real quick. Jugs have Dinos, Horsemen, and with Ink. Dinos will take on the Jugs, Way Too Beautiful and Dragons. Ooh, Horsemen have a tough run of it. Earl, Jugs, and Long Balls. Earl has Horsemen, the Process, and Dragons. Way Too Beautiful take on the Process. Dinos and Risers. Process has Way Too Beautiful with Ink and Earl. Also not an easy draw. With Ink will play the Risers, Process, and Jugs. Risers play with Ink, Long Balls, and Way Too Beautiful. Dragons will play the Long Balls, Dinos, and Earl. And the Long Balls finish us out with the Dragons, New School Risers, and Horsemen. Just to recap a few things here, we'll announce start times and everything else in the captain's email or captain's text that Tim will send out tomorrow. We just want to make sure that there's no issues with rain before we announce the start time. Um, the address is 566 Jackson Road. It's either going to come up as Acco, New Jersey, or like Waterford, New Jersey. I think it's Waterford, but if you put in Acco, it'll come up. It comes up under two different cities for whatever reason. Um, if you have any, questions beforehand, like always, feel free to text him, contact us on social media, or any way you normally get in contact with us. We'll also announce innings and all that good stuff prior to the start of the tournament. Again, just want to check the weather first before we make any of that official. So looking forward to seeing everyone on Saturday, and good luck to all the teams competing. See you then.